Hello and welcome to Chatg&g, a Good Friday special. And I'm here with Grizz. How are you spending your bank holiday, Grizz? Apart from with me.
No better way of spending it. With the man himself. Um, I'm all right, man. Good Friday. Yeah, it feels like a Saturday. You know that.
It
It does.
does.
It definitely feels like a Saturday.
It really
And
does.
and you know what doesn't help when you've got like sort of games being played, football like full house or in the championship.
Yeah.
So it gives you like a Saturday vibe feeling without the Premier League games, if you know what I mean.
Mm,
But yeah, I was just literally like, if you didn't message me about half an hour ago, whatever, or I messaged you
you
asking
did.
to change the time, I was falling asleep, man. It's like one of those bank holidays that you just want to have a nice chocolate waffle,
Yeah.
a cup of tea, put your feet up, take off the Crocs because I'm in love with Crocs, by the way.
Oh,
Absolutely,
okay.
and badly addicted to wearing Crocs. I don't know if you're in with that at the moment. Are you in the Crocs mode yet? You will hit that. You will hit that phase where you're gonna live in Crocs. I'm telling you, in it. I'm telling you, as a brother. I know. I know. I was like that as well. I was like, "What the hell are those?
You know why
What
I
the
won't? You know why I won't? I've gone into an old man. Again, I'm an old man. So because I had a lot of Achilles problems last year, I had to go to Sketches
Yep.
last year. So those actually solved a
All
lot
the
of problems.
issues
Well, not solved them, but allowed me to walk long distance
helped.
again.
Helped.
Yeah, because I was wearing Jordans. So I was wearing Jordans and walking around New York, overweight like mad. Like I've lost so much weight now, but I was walking with Jordans all over New York. Came back like after like I don't know 15 kilometers or something. Couldn't even get on the plane because my like I was like really like struggling to walk. So I'd done my Achilles in. So I had to have last year July. I had to have steroids injected into the Achilles tendon because it was that bad, dude. I was on crutches. Like I went to, Cam's mum passed away and stuff last year. We had to go to a funeral. I was on crutches at the funeral. Literally just couldn't walk. Like it was that bad. And it was the weight. So then the only thing that would help was literally wearing suits. I had to wear sketches with them. I couldn't walk around without wearing sketches, literally. So those were what I go
Lifesavers, so to
for a long
speak.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go for a long walk now, thankfully with the weight loss, I'm allowed now to back in my Jordans, back wearing decent trainers or whatever. But if I'm walking, so if I'm going for a 40-minute walk in the evening or afternoon, it's the sketches. Yeah, I just don't like the look of the Crocs, man.
Listen, don't judge a book by its cover. They look disgusting. Look at the state of them, right? They look disgusting. But these are, they're amazing, Gags. And people, check this out. This is my summer version. I have a winter
Winter
version.
version. Let's have a look. I need to
I have
see
a
them now.
winter version,
Go and get
whereas,
them.
whereas they're the
It's
same
fine
ones,
to
but with,
disappear for a few minutes.
they're the winter versions with fur inside them all around. They're not.
Wow.
They're not. They're not. They're not local. Otherwise, I would. I think they're in the wash because they do. Because the thing with the fur ones is you can't get them wet. Because obviously,
Right.
if they get wet, they stink. And yeah, my daughter doesn't shy away from telling me, "Daddy, your feet stink." But I assure her it's the Crocs, not my feet. But it is what it is. But yeah, how's your holidays going? How's your Easter weekend? Chilling,
Yeah, it was
grilling,
nice, man.
chilling.
Went away. There's a wing stop opened up in near me, which is rare because I live in the shitty old Midlands and not
Hi,
down
hi, hi,
south.
hi, hi. Good, you said it,
So
not me.
yeah, the shitty old Midlands. So we've finally
Oh,
got a
I'm
wing.
coming up. I'm coming up tomorrow, Sunday.
Are you?
Where you gonna be?
Well, I'm going to be watching the match. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going Leicester.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to this. I haven't got a ticket. But that's far from me. That's like East Midlands. I'm West Midlands.
It can't
So
be far,
basically,
far. You can still
I'm
treat me to a mixed grill.
yeah. You should. I mean, there'll be plenty of mixed grills in Leicester, mate.
No, no, you can treat me to a mixed grill.
Well,
You missed that part. Oh,
you
you
know
missed
where,
that part.
I will treat you anytime, bro. But
You
if you
missed
go
that part.
to, if you go all the way down to the East Midlands, it's very far from West Midlands, bro.
All right, fair enough. Fair
Very
enough.
far. So what I was gonna say was, yeah, we went to Wingstop with the youngest and the wife today, and we just had some wings and stuff. It's lovely. Great.
Nice.
After
Wings
ages,
are-
I love a
nice.
bit of American fast food. Me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, look,
enjoyed
people might think it's wings and that's it, but there's about 30 different varieties of wings they
Oh
do.
man, so many
Different,
flavors.
yeah.
Enjoyed
Yeah,
it,
so
man.
many flavors.
Hot honey.
Yeah, hot
Beautiful.
honey. Great shout. Great shout. That's not a bad shout, actually. That's not a bad shout. But yeah, man, it's I just feel as like it's the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a nice, relaxing one game a week, sort of slowly building up this crescendo because we're just literally now within touching distance. In fact, it could possibly, I doubt it, but it could possibly be this weekend, right? But I don't know what your views and thoughts are. I know we've discussed it before, but I think a few weeks ago, I think we kind of predicted or we kind of went for Spurs at home to be the game. I think
Yeah,
we
we
did.
thought West Ham or Spurs. We were saying like it's because we lost that Fulham game, right? It could have been a game earlier, so it could have been Leicester between West Ham and Leicester. But I think the Arsenal probably won't lose, but they could draw. You know, I think Arsenal will rest players. They have to go all in. If it was me, I would go all in for the Champions League now, like completely rest the team, and you know they've got a great chance. And if they do it, good luck to them, and you know they deserve it if they did do it. So like there's no like I know a lot of fans are feeling jealous and stuff like that. It's like no, every team deserves what they get, and if they go all the way and do it, fair play to them. You know that's what they would have achieved. They've got a big tough team in PSG to get past now, and if they beat them, fair dues. But
No, absolutely. Look, there's no look. There is jealousy, of course. There's jealousy. There has to be jealousy when you're a rival club, when you're a rival fan base. You
no,
have
I'm
to
not
feel.
jealous.
No. You do. You have to. You have to have that.
You can,
Oh,
but I'm not jealous at all.
no, yeah, it's not jealous. It's a drive. I was gonna say you have to have that motivation of like, I want to be that. I want
Yeah.
us to be there as well. So it's not jealousy, but I guess it is. It's a sports jealousy is a different type of jealousy, I'd say, to a normal human trait of jealousy.
Yes.
It's a sports jealousy. It's a want to be there as well.
Desire.
But like your desire. But like you said, if they win the thing, that will be Real Madrid, PSG, and
Barca most likely.
and then
Barca or Inter.
Barca or Inter, and so they will have done it. You know, fair dues to them. They will have done it the hard way, and whoever wins the Champions League deserves it at the end of the day. But yeah, no, they were good. And then we had the circus of yesterday, the Europa League circus and the Europa Conference circus. I mean, it's actually mad, right? I was literally on the Big Six yesterday. We were talking about how every single team can end up with a trophy this season, apart from Tottenham or Man United if they face each other, because then one will miss out, right? So City are going for the FA Cup still, right? Arsenal are going for the Champions League still, like we discussed. Chelsea are going for the wherever that shitty competition is called, Conference League, but the European version of the Conference League, right?
Why the hell did they call it conference? Like it's just always Vauxhall Conference for me when I was a kid. Like it's just the outside
that's
of
the
the
version. But that's the version. That's the European version of it.
True.
Literally. And then you got the two Europa clowns in Spurs and United. Absolute clowns, right? But yet they're in the semi-finals. What is football, Gags? Football is mad.
I'd rather Spurs than Spurs than Man United for sure.
100%.
Yeah, that watching Discord. I wasn't watching because I was watching a movie with the wife, so I was watching Discord, and we've got a World Footy thing in there or a CL chat. We haven't got a Europa chat or whatever. We've got a World Footy chat, and the guys in there were like laughing at United, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I looked, and then literally within 2 minutes it turned, and they won, and everybody was like, "Oh man."
Honestly, but even if they win, even though they won, it was still shambolic and a circus. It's a circus act. Like even Spurs, like they weren't convinced. They kept a clean sheet and they done better. But as I said, look, without the Premier League and without sort of Arsenal was like the Champions League was great. Couple of great ties. Inter Bayern was great, and then Spurs, Arsenal Madrid was great. And look, those semi-finals will take care of themselves very equally.
That was a boring one. Arsenal.
But
and Madrid.
but in terms of equally balanced teams, Arsenal
Mm.
versus PSG, Inter versus Barcelona, very hard to call. I don't know about you. It's very, very hard to call.
It is hard to call, but real talk, and get it, real talk. It's Spurs, they won't win.
Well, it's
Love
the
the name of the
season.
club.
It's the season where mad shit is happening. Who would
Yeah.
have thought Liverpool Football Club, under the guidance of their new coach, who took over the legendary, the iconic, the monumental figure of Jurgen Klopp, would be sitting right now, literally just waiting for each game to come along so they can be
Mhm.
confirmed Premier League champions. So, look, we are part of the madness that has ensued this season, and people have to accept that we are. Because I saw a tweet of yours today. Was it today?
Yeah, just now. I
And
just did it like a few
Where
an hour
you
ago.
said, and we'll start off with that, where we talked about sort of people owe a lot of people apologies, man, because
Yeah.
we just didn't. No one saw this.
Well, the funny thing is, right, I was just seeing things being sent around, like WhatsApp and Twitter and things like that, where people were dissing BBC journalists for not predicting Liverpool winning. And I was just like, hold on. Which Liverpool fan? Okay, Simon Brundish predicted we'd win the league, but Simon Brundish predicted that every single season because that's just Simon Brundish. So apart from Simon Brundish, every single one of us did not predict we'd win the league. We were like, top four, it's a good squad. Top four will do. And actually, if you got top four, we'd be happy with that. So I'm sorry. If you did predict it, I apologize. Great, well done, you. But the majority, I'd say 99.9% of Liverpool
100%.
fans did not predict. So if you're having a go at pundits, have a go at yourself. It's a bit hypocritical, isn't it? Having a go at pundits. We didn't think we were going to win it.
I think the criticism of the pundits is coming from a place of rebuttal to their now claims, or some of them, where they are trying to belittle the winning of just a Premier League. And again, it's an agenda and narrative that they themselves have built up in terms of the quad. Can Liverpool win the treble, the quadruple, the double? You know, the Liverpool fans haven't been discussing quads and trebles and doubles. Liverpool fans, as far as we know or concerned, and we speak to, and the communities and the platforms that we speak on, would do anything for a Premier League title. You know, it's the end all and be all for us, especially in terms of crowds being there and people being there and us being able to celebrate it fully. Nothing else matters as far as I was concerned anyway. And you know me, I was one that wanted the cups, but that's just my greedy nature. You were saying, I don't give a shit about any of the cups. Give me the Premier League. And it's been a fantastico of a season. So I think pundits that called us third, fourth, and maybe a Champions League, or maybe a little run in one of the cups, now suddenly saying, "Oh, it's only the league." I think that's where Liverpool fans are.
No, I agree with that one. The ones that have turned and saying it's only the league now. It's only the league where the second place club's knocking out Real Madrid. It's only the league where, you know, the seventh
possibly
place
seven
the
Champions
seventh
League.
place club nearly knocked out Paris, or sixth place club, and then you've got 13th and 14th going to the semis of the Europa League. So you might say it's only the Premier League, but it's a pretty strong league, and it's a hard league to win. So and then you got Chelsea going for the conference. I mean, we won't count that one, but everybody else, like, at the end of the day, it's not an easy league to win. Yes,
it's the hardest.
Man City dropping off is very beneficial for us, very, very beneficial. And let's hope they get a points deduction next season too, so that it's us and Arsenal again, because it's great to be in a race without cheaters, you know. One thing I would say with Arsenal is at least they built it and they spent their money. They didn't cheat to build the team, you know. And so, whereas with City, I would say they're a bunch of cheaters. I'd rather face an Arsenal team.
Alleged cheaters, yeah.
No, they're cheaters. I don't care about alleged. We know it's cheating. It's been proven by those leaks of emails. Yes, nobody wants to admit them into court because they were done by anonymous or whatever, or however they were leaked. But they were leaked. We've read them. We've seen them. Yeah, they're going to fight it in court and they'll get by it because they got billions to pay it off, right? But I'm not going to... You can't ignore the evidence. 115 FC. That's what they are. Can't blame the players, but you can blame the club, right? So at the end of the day, from my
Well, maybe
perspective,
that's another topic for another conversation.
yeah, when they get away with it, we can debate it and we can talk about it. And I'll get hate from City fans. I don't really give a shit. It's the
No, we
truth.
know that. We
If you
know
can't
that.
handle it, you can't handle it. But we would have won 2 or 3 leagues if it wasn't for that shit, right?
That's very true.
Klopp would have been one of the greatest. Well, he's already one of the greatest of our managers, but he would have been heralded as one of the greatest Premier League managers of all time.
100%.
Right, and we would have probably hit 100 points. Who knows if it wasn't for that pressure and with them? I don't know, but that's one of my bugbears where
No, I hear that.
I actually stopped enjoying football because of that club, because we went through this amazing football team that we built on pennies, man. Like, okay, we spent a lot of money, not pennies, but we on a tight budget compared to everybody else. And we were battering 115 FC. Like, we were literally neck and neck with them. 1 point, we lost twice by 1 point on a shoestring budget. Like, it's an amazing, feat, accomplishment by the club and Klopp and the players, and no one's ever going to remember it apart from us. But it's important to continue to say that always.
Well, this is why I think the Liverpool fans and fan base will have an absolute keen eye on proceedings in the court. Like, normally we wouldn't give a shit. It is what it is, and wherever, it does nothing to do with us. But it kind of has something to do with us. Now, I don't know how people will feel about it if it comes out that they are guilty and they do get points fine and a points fine and a financial fine or a transfer ban or whatever, how it's going to make us feel. Like, I share those sentiments if that's the case, like what you just shared with us. And you're right. It's going to be really, really kind of bitter, sad feeling that Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool would have had at least another 2 league titles, at least. But it is what it is. Listen.
Well, Real Talk just said if Liverpool get 94 to 91 points, they will be in the top 12 PL champions of all time. And then we have Mo here saying, Chelsea fan here, hope we don't hand you the Guard of Honor, hate your club. Okay. Well, I now hope that you have to give us a Guard of Honor. Saying something like that on a LFC fan channel, Mo, you're asking for trouble.
I don't think any club won't give us the Guard of Honor, because
they have to. It's a requirement, I think.
No, it's not. No, it's
Isn't
not.
it? Oh, okay.
It's not a requirement, but the media won't ever forgive any club that decides not to. It's a kind of respectful sort of code of conduct type thing.
Yeah.
And the Chelsea one and the Arsenal one is going to be the guard of all guards of honors. I mean, I'm going to love every single moment of it. And I hope Martin Odegaard has his camera out for that. goes around.
Oh, that would be really good.
Come on, Martin. Take pictures of this guard of honor, you piece of... Yeah. And that's going to be fun. Apparently, Romeo Lavia is nearing full fitness, and people have been saying, just in time for the guard of honor then. So that should be fun.
See, Casado and Lavia, that would be beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. Like, take back pitches.
So look, but we got to get the job done. I guess we kind of segue into proceedings into all things Liverpool, and I guess proceedings into Liverpool have to be via the wall of Liverpool, the great wall of Liverpool, which is our captain, our leader, our manager on the pitch, I guess, the brains, the personality, the just the aura of Virgil van Dijk for another 2 years. I mean, the uplift that we were waiting for months and months and months, it finally came within a week, both of them extending.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you look at it, there's the way the club actually did VVDs, as in like the media and everything, and some of the videos coming out. Man, he treated as such a massive, big deal. Like, I mean, so great to see how they treated it. The wall of the pictures and stuff as he walks in, like, oh my God, it's insane. And I love that he was given that respect. I think I quote tweeted you yesterday and said should have been the captain from the day he walked into the club.
Yeah.
in my opinion, over Henderson. After what Henderson did it as he left, and you know, I was a big Henderson fan when he first joined us and stuff. But as VVD came in, you knew, everybody could see he was the alpha male of the squad. He should have got it this summer after he joined. So yeah, VVD done so much for us, changed us from that club that was conceding loads or not good defensively. As soon as he joined, we went up a level, man. Like, we just became Champions League finalists the same season. As soon as he joined, it just changed everything.
The
So
levels just went.
yeah, he's a game changer. He's a level lifter, as you could say. I mean, he's the yeah. I mean, he's going to go down in Premier League history as one of the greatest, one of the greatest Premier League centre backs, maybe arguably the greatest. So I just first Dutch captain to pick up to captain a team to win a Premier League. He's going to get his own records with this season, and I'm so glad we've got him for 2 years. And I think Joyce said he's got indications that he wants to continue after that as well. So I think Liverpool have wanted to. I think both of them maybe wanted longer, but Liverpool wanted to see how they're doing in the next 2 years, and if they are still doing good and producing numbers, they'll probably stay for a yearly rolling contract after that, most likely at 34, 35, or whatever he will be then, 36 maybe at that point. I don't know. But yeah,
it's the sensible way of doing things. Look, at the end of the day,
and I'm glad that they listened and
100%.
accepted it, because they could have said F off. I want to go for a 3-4 year deal somewhere and get more money. They could have.
Yeah, 100%. It had to come to a sensible resolution, and it took its time, but it didn't really. I know we were madly frustrated. Some were panicking, some were worried, and maybe some had rightful reasons to be panicked and stressed out. As I said to you many times on every show, I'm not. I definitely expect them to get done. But it's and the reason why I wasn't worried or stressed out was it's not affecting them in terms of their performance and their commitment and their desire on the pitch. It wasn't affecting the teammates. It wasn't affecting our title. Push, charge, call it what you want. That's when it becomes problematic. If in any stage it became toxic, it was very respectful. A couple of plays in the media from Mohamed Salah, that's fine. We weren't ever going to fall for his plays. We know how
I
Michael
think they were
Edwards
media
operates.
trained, by the way. I honestly think they were media
That's
trained.
fine. Maybe.
They were. I honestly, to this day, still believe they were protecting Trent. All of them, the club, them two, because they were not. He was the only one who wasn't sure about staying.
Well,
And
there's
was
the story.
delaying.
Well, obviously the stories or rumors or whatever the conspiracy theorists were always suggesting that those two will get done. It's just they're trying to give Trent the utmost time. And look, as far as we know, factually speaking, Trent hasn't told Liverpool that he's off.
I thought.
So I don't know what to make of it.
Because them two signed, like they got announced. I assumed he had, but if he hasn't, and that's what your info is telling you or news is telling, because I haven't got any info on it, then fair enough. Then I mean, some people there's a 5% chance that he might still sign.
Now look, we all anticipate. We will anticipate him going and moving. The journalists, I'm talking the tier 1 journalists, the reliable guys, have all indicated that there is nothing signed with Real Madrid. There's nothing agreed with Real Madrid. Right? At the end of the day, he hasn't, as far as a couple of them that I've spoken to as well, has he told Liverpool officially that he's joining Real Madrid at the end of the season? But I don't think it's at the top of our minds right now. I don't think it's the conversation that we want to be having right now. We want to be glorifying in these two actual legends of this iconic club. Two guys that are very, very difficult, Gags. This is like us choosing your favorite child. And that question that everyone asks, who has been the more, what's the word you want to use for the question that I'm going to ask? Influential, important.
I will want to get there. I want you to just cover this first, though. From YNWA. It appears players are earmarked, and both Mo and VVD are aware of the targets and quite upbeat about it of the reason they signed. What would you think of that comment from You Never Walk
I
Alone?
think it will be normal process in any business where there's a hierarchy and seniority, like Virgil and Mo. If there was to be new recruits, again, we'll use the simple analogy of any high level business. If there are new recruits to be brought in very important roles and positions, then you'd expect the ownership to be speaking with the senior members and getting their views and opinions. At the very least, just letting them know we have these plan of action. So, for example, if the senior members of any business were looking to leave and in two minds, then you'd expect the ownership to discuss forward planning plans with them. And I think that's the same with Liverpool Football Club. We would have Slot with Edwards and Hughes would have said, "Hey Mo, hey Verge, this is a situation. We're looking to build and strengthen in role X, position Y, and maybe not getting their thoughts, but just letting them know. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah,
not saying they're getting their opinions. Like, what do you think, Verge? Do you think player
yeah,
X is a
no,
good signing? No, because I think we're a bit too not arrogant, confident in our own ability to recruit
yeah.
without the need for getting players' opinions per se, if you know what I mean. But just letting them know this is our plans, this is how we're going to move forward. And hearing that, it's very, very evident that Mo and Virgil liked what they heard.
And yeah, I agree. I think they kind of know what's going on, and they must be bought in on something, because signing. One of the things I think Verge was really adamant about last summer was we need players. We need players. Like, you could hear him say it in thinking. We've got someone who's swearing at us in the chat. Let's ban them first.
It's okay,
Uh,
yeah, but random. Have you learned how to make mods? Because Jatin should be a mod. Real Talk
Not
should be a
yet.
mod.
Not yet. I need to talk to. I
It's very
think.
easy. You just click on the name and you can just choose them as moderators, and they'll look after the chat.
Okay, I'll try and
Yeah,
sort.
it's very easy.
What I was going to say, let's go back to your. I totally agree with you. I hope we are signing some great players. It would be such an exciting summer if so, like a great one. One we're on a high, and having this great league title win, and then signing players would be just amazing. You asked me a quick question though about choosing between Mo and VVD in terms of who's the most influential, impactful, whatever. If I wanted to sit on the bench like I normally do, on the fence like I normally do, I'd say both. But because you're going to say you can't do that, Gags, that's not the rule. You need to pick one. If you say what's my favorite, like if I have a favorite, because I'm going to be biased towards my favorite, then my biased opinion is Mo Salah. One, because I love that, you know, a Muslim player and someone from Arabic, like that side of the world, is excelling in such a way, showing the way for the world, and just being this beacon of light and energy for everything. And also because he's just phenomenal in terms of goal scoring and everything else. Like there's layers to him, and maybe I've got a bias towards that, that side of it. I mean, obviously Virgil's colored as well, but it's he's not a white guy. But I just think it's yeah. There's other. I don't know. I'm very much biased towards Mo Salah. Thank you for the super chat. You never walk alone. Really appreciate it. If you had left a comment, we could have read it out, but it's blank. But yeah, I'm probably biased towards Mo. I love him. I just always want the best for him. I really, yeah, I would have been very sad if he had left this summer. I was ready for it. I was, kind of expecting that he might, but he's just one of the greatest modern. I think he's the best winger in Premier League history. There's no one
Yeah,
who's done it. Look at the numbers. Look at everything he's achieving. I
yeah.
can't believe he's achieving the numbers he's achieving this season. In comparison to, he's probably better than all of his other seasons. I'm just I'm in awe of him. Yeah, it'll be a sad day when he goes. I am so relieved that we've got him for 2 more years. And whoever we sign as a striker this summer, because we will sign some forwards, they will be signing because they want to play with this man. And if there's anything close in our history to getting I know Suarez was very close, so like the Messi and the Ronaldo-esque type player. Unfortunately, didn't stay with us for a long time. But this is our elite level forward that we can go down in history and say, like,
And be proud of. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of our own. He's proud of. Look,
Yeah.
as I said, it's like picking your favorite child. Yeah,
It
you
is.
love them equally and you love them all.
Yeah.
And Virgil van Dijk, we don't need to pick one and it meaning we're downplaying the other in any way, shape, or form. But in terms of the raising of levels and the breaking of records and just the sheer volume and consistency of work and from where he came from, because that is important. Virgil came from Europe, then to Scotland, then to the Premier League. So he had a bit of the pathway was more defined.
No, I think they both had hard times. Like, I think Virgil talked about how he used to cycle into training for
No.
miles.
I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about
When they were kids.
language, the
Oh,
acclimatization, the
yeah.
continent, the weather. Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
Whereas Mohamed Salah came from Africa, basically, total different continent.
And
Then
Mo's and Sadio stories were close, right? Like, I mean, it's
exactly.
amazing.
And also, Virgil's trajectory was always up, where Mohamed Salah had a dip at Chelsea. Yeah. And so that rebuilding part, I think, played with a few heartstrings. I love the comeback story. Everyone's talking about remontada, the Real Madrid Spanish version of, people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I butchered the name. But the Mohamed Salah remontada has been brilliant. And we love it that it's been at Liverpool Football Club. So
but he's had that at Liverpool as well, like the Real Madrid final when he got hurt, and then the next year he scores the first goal in the final. That was so emotional for me because I was so hurt by him getting injured in the year before. And when I'm in the stadium in Madrid watching it and he scores a penalty, I'm in tears because I'm like, I love him so much. He gave us so much joy in a couple of seasons already that I was just like, wow.
It was like, how many scripts has this guy written? Like, how many scripts and to score the winning goal? Well, the opening goal in the Champions League final after the amazing displays, and let's not forget the displays that he put in the knockout stages, in the quarterfinals, in the semi-finals. Sensational goals, sensational performances against City, against Roma, against I can't remember the other team that was. Mine's gone blank. Brilliant performances, and of course Virgil, captain. And I agree with you. I actually agree. I read your tweet about the captaincy thing, and I totally agree. He should have been made captain way before he actually was given. But obviously, Jurgen didn't want to upset the apple cart and sort of take it away from, Jurgen's a people's man. He understood the politics.
He was. I understand it. I respect it from Jurgen. Absolutely.
But I respect Virgil's stance as well, though. The way he was very cool about it, didn't let him get to him, anything. No. We never heard any kind of bitterness or.
They then created a leadership group instead, where you saw that Milner, Verge, Ginny, Robertson, and Robert were all in that kind of, leadership.
Was you surprised? Was you surprised that Salah wasn't in that? What's that about?
No, not really. I don't think you would. I think Salah's taken time to grow. I think, at the time I would have thought Sadio more than Salah because Sadio was way more emotional.
Yeah, true.
You get what I mean? Like, I did at the time. I think Mo's taken time, like, not from a performance perspective. It's always been high, but from a settling and getting the respect and with the team and then becoming that, put it on my shoulders and take you all. That's come in the last 3 years, I think, 3, 4, really, especially when we've had the hard times, when we've been through injuries, and he's come out and said, no, we should be doing better than this. And he's kind of worn his heart on his sleeve and taken the fans and said the things that fans want to hear sometimes, like, even if it's harsh, that we should be doing better than this.
Yeah.
He'd come out and make a tweet, very, very sorry about this. We should be doing better than that. Like, he said this club should be winning titles every time.
Well, right now, people are quoting his tweet from this time last year, pretty much, where
Remind
he's.
me of that. What was it?
Well, people in the chat, bring it up. Ali, you're active in the chat. Can you find the Mohamed Salah quotes from last year, word for word, where he says, I apologize, or I'm very sorry for the season we've had. This team is built to win trophies, blah, 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 blah. And I promise you, I will do. I think he said, I promise you, I will do anything, or we will try our best. I can't remember. We will try our best to make sure that we come back with the league title or, trophies. And he was a man of his word, Gags, because pretty much 12 months later, here we are about to be crowned, possibly this weekend. Now, obviously, we know the permutations. We're not going to bore people with the permutations. If Arsenal lose and we win, we are crowned Premier League champions. Do you want to be, are you caring when, where, how, why, occasion-wise?
I would prefer.
Be honest.
I would prefer Spurs. I don't care if Spurs give us a guard of honor or not. Ange is a Liverpool fan. I know that. So it doesn't really
Everyone's
matter.
a Liverpool fan, it seems, undercover.
Fan,
Kevin De Bruyne is a Liverpool fan undercover.
I actually want De Bruyne to join on a year deal. Just on it, if he comes on the cheap, it'd be fine. On a freebie. I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it. He's a fan. Let him have his dream. Probably win the title, especially if Trent goes. We need some creativity around the pitch.
I'm not right.
No, he won't play right back.
I'm joking.
Yeah. What I was going to say though, I would prefer Spurs. I mean, it'd be nice to win it as early as possible and have 5 games left or whatever, right? Because it's record and stuff. But I want the players to score a winner or score something and then run towards the fans, knowing that we've just won the league in front of our stadium. I want that stadium to scream with delight, with joy.
Yes.
I want to hear that craziness. I want to see people throwing scarves in the air and things flying around and the absolute pandemonium.
Virgil has called for everyone to wear the color red. I want to see a sea of red, basically. There he is. No, Daniel, go up a bit.
No, this is it as well. I think this.
No. Daniel's one's the exact one. Okay. Ali's a waffler. Don't listen to Ali. We know that he says we know that trophies are what count, and we will do everything possible to make that happen next season. Our fans deserve it, and we will fight like hell.
Wow! Imagine May 20th, 2025. It's been May 25th, I think, but yeah, beautiful, right? Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that.
I mean, a man of his word or what, bro? He comes back, Gags Tandon. He comes back in the preceding 12 months and becomes Ballon d'Or contender.
Hopefully winner.
Top of the Golden Boots. Golden Boot with potential winner, and smashes most of his own records under a new coach and lifts the spirits and the mood of this iconic football club pretty much on his shoulders. He said, don't worry, X is gone, Y is gone, coaches have gone, players have gone, Bobby's gone, Mane's gone, Milner's gone, Henderson's gone, all of these guys. I'm still here, and I will make sure I will fight like hell. And along with Virgil, because I'm not taking away anything from Virgil, and pretty much, look, Robbo's been in and out, but big up Robertson. Alisson has been in and out of the team injured. Big up Alisson as well. But Virgil and Trent, obviously, we know. But Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, Gags, they are the true greats, absolute legends of this football club, especially after the season they've given us.
Yeah, I agree with you. And when I said that my bias is towards Mo and stuff, that's not putting down anything Virgil's achieved. Virgil changed the game. Like, I already gave him that respect before, that this team has gone up levels because of him. He deserves it all. It's just about favourites at the end. But you're right. This season, both of them going. This is why sometimes I doubt my thing where they were going to leave. And then I think they were always staying because they just seemed so settled all season. Like, it's just so weird. Either they were ice cool about things, but players do show it. Like, Trent's been wavering. games, and as soon as the year turned, he was the one out of the three that looked the most shakiest because it's like free agent territory, and started talking to other clubs, not getting the deal you want. Whereas the other two just chilled. They still played that high level football the whole time. So yeah, Grizz, I think you're right. They both deserve all the plaudits. They're going to win their second Premier League title. It's about bloody time this club, got its second Premier League title and the 20th title overall. And man, is it going to be celebrated? It's going to be absolutely amazing for us.
It is. It is. It's going to be, without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest parade I think this country will have ever seen. And the reason for that, one of the reasons I should say for that, is because we've got prior notice. Everyone's got loads of notice to make sure you're ready.
It's bank holiday, mate.
It's bank holiday, right? People already know it's a foregone conclusion weeks out. So months out, people can start planning.
Yeah.
Not even the people that live in the UK. I'm talking people from all around the world know the date of the parade. It's going to be a bank holiday parade. So people are going to be flogging in from everywhere in the world, which is going to double the numbers of a normal parade. Like, imagine we don't know who's going to be champion, right? Imagine it's a title race as per normal as been in recent years with City, and it goes down to the last 2 weeks. People can't prepare for that. Nobody's going to come if we finish second, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this time people know weeks out, months out. Hey, May the 26th, is it, guys? May the 26th.
26th. 26th, yeah. 26th.
May the 26th.
Wow, look at this. Yeah, someone's flying. There you go. Mr. Batter Red is flying in from Singapore. Amazing.
There you go. Let us know where you're going to be from, where you're going to be watching it from, how are you going to be watching it? Are you trying to come down to the parade? Real Talk says it's going to feel like the first one. 2020 was incredible, but it was tarnished. Absolutely. I've told the story many times, and for people on this platform that haven't heard my story, it was a sad but joyous and a tearful event for me. Me and a few of the old boys who, but young teenagers when we last won it, maybe, or kids, or budding teenagers, when we last won it. We don't really have too many recollections. This time we waited so long, and then we couldn't share it with each other. So my mate owns a farm, and we sat around. We went around his farm because it was what's it called? Where you have to separate.
Yeah.
There's a isolate. We had to be isolated. Like, I think it was 2 meters apart. So there's about 8 of us.
Social distancing, or whatever it was called.
Social distancing. So we were social distancing our farm when the sun was going down. Liverpool had won the league. There's about 10 of us all sitting apart, and we were just enjoying. We're looking at each other, cutting mangoes and watermelons at 7 o'clock in the evening. The sun was setting, and it was beautiful. And we were looking at each other like, we didn't envisage this. Like, we thought we're going to have an absolute blast when Liverpool win the league. Rock and roll, Jurgen Klopp, mad middle-aged men that hadn't seen the title for 30 years. We're going to go wild. Yet here we are cutting mangoes and watermelons on a farm with our little deck chairs. Somber, yet tearful, yet so joyous. And this is going to be totally different. Yeah. This is going to bring out that. Let me say now, it's going to bring out my Joanie. Like, people that don't know what Joanie means, right? It's just my youthfulness. I'm going to go mad. I'm telling you now. I don't want the family to hear. I'm going to go pagal. Pagal means mad, people that don't know. I live for this moment. We've lived for this. We've waited for this. We've anticipated this. We've cried for this. We've begged for this.
And I am so lucky that I have a ticket to the final day. Like, I am. That's the luckiest thing that could have happened to me.
I haven't, by the way, people. So if there is anyone out there, any chance,
because Grizz, just like you said, we've been. I think it was 11. I was maybe when we won it with fans last time. So having to wait for so long to witness it, and this is going to be the first time in person I'll be able to see them lift it. Like, I've seen them lift everything else, mostly the big ones anyway, in a stadium. This is the only thing in life, after spending so much of the life dedicating to it, like with either Anfield Index or before, it's just like this is a dream come true for me. This is a tick box. This is that bucket list item that I am about to tick off this year, and I can't tell you how much that will make me emotional on that day. Like I will really,
There will be tears. There will
yeah,
be absolute tears. Don't let anyone tell you there won't be. I said it with the Virgil announcement, and like you said, shout out to all the people that work behind the scenes to create some of the content around the Virgil contract. Sometimes people take the piss out of the Liverpool media team in terms of how rubbish we are, but this time they've actually smashed the Salah announcement and they smashed the Virgil announcement. I just
yeah.
hope they smashed the Trent announcement. Anyway,
Woo!
but I think there's going to be tears, and there's going to be tears from Virgil. We see him as this aura, big macho, 6 foot plus centre back, controlled, calm, collected. I think it's going to be tears, guys.
Yeah.
Do you remember the tears when Klopp left and there was tears, and it made me very, very teary-eyed. I think Virgil, when he lifts that trophy
Oh man,
or the aftermath, there's going to be tears at some point. What do you think?
yeah, I think so. I'm a highly emotional person. People will say that's weak. I don't. I think
No. Yeah.
I think there's this big movement about men do cry or whatever it's called, and I'll be honest with you, I get very, when we sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" in the stadium, that gets me. Just that gets me sometimes because it means more. It just means something for this club. Like there's a real meaning towards it. It was sang before anything, but since '89, it means way more than anything, and that's always in your head, especially this time of year as well. And like that gets me in the stadium. Just that's how much emotionally I'm connected with this thing. I'm trying to detach because it's not good for my mental health. I'm trying to detach way more as I get older because I want to be smarter. I just don't want it to affect my life. But in the past, my wife knew if it's a match day and we've lost, stay away. Like just he's gonna be in a bad mood, and that's not healthy for family, for kids. Or it's just like, oh, why is dad in a mood? Liverpool lost, and the kids would be like, what's the big deal, man? But that's how much we are invested in it. Because, and I'm lately like, it's just no. I have to be way calmer. I want to be less, invested. But it's hard not to be invested.
I tell you what's going to tip all of us.
So hard.
I tell you what's going to tip us all over the edge. And I want to know your thoughts. And people, let us know your thoughts in the chat as well. Make sure you've liked. Make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. The Jurgen Klopp factor. Will he be there? Should he be there? In what role?
Yes, Jurgen Klopp should. Look, I said this 3-4 weeks ago, and people shat on it in the chat. But let me tell you something. Jurgen Klopp better be on that second bus. Absolutely better be on that second bus in the back.
So hold on, the second bus. Go and explain.
Because there's normally 2 buses, I think. There's always one. There's a big one, and then there's a staff one or whatever, the people behind.
Why should he be in the second bus?
Because he should enjoy this. He should, and I actually hope they actually invite some more players, ex-players as well, to go that missed out on the parade for 2020. I hope and pray they can get those players on that bus because they deserve to have a second. They should have their own trophy, and they should be. And then Mo and Bird should do half of it on the first bus and half of it on the second.
Wow! So people, I was only considering Klopp. Mr. Gags Tandon has come out with a bomber. He thinks that all the 1920 squad should be invited. What are your thoughts about that one? The 1920 boys should be there. Really? Yeah. Should they?
They should, man. They should, because it's unfair. It's unfair that they didn't get to witness or feel. I hope they invite them to the stadium.
I'm on it, Gags. I'm on it. I didn't know how I felt.
On the 26th, because they have to see, when we lift that trophy, they should be in the stands watching, because they should feel, and the fans should be celebrating them. That's around singing them.
I want all of their songs sang.
Everyone from 2020 to now. Everyone
2020 to 20 now.
Yeah, everyone from the whole thing. Just
and
because,
he says some players may not want to come. No problem. No one's going to be.
Fine, Ali. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, nobody should be forced. But absolutely, they should. These
It's a
players should be
great
there.
idea.
They should
Can
be
you
there.
imagine them three? Oh,
Matip,
Matip,
Firmino, you
Firmino,
know.
and Mane. Absolute sweethearts.
So this is the
Absolute
title for
sweethearts.
Klopp 2.0. But that's a good point too from MK. The players that Klopp built for last season are still there. Right? So the people that left last year should be here. You know, stuff like that maybe. But I would prefer that the players that missed out on the parade last time, they should come. And I really hope and pray that
Have a
club,
party of parties.
yeah, the party of parties. And I don't care what other fans will say.
Will
What the hell
think,
is this going on? Who gives a shit?
piss
We're
off.
doing it for our players. We're doing it for our players who missed out. If
Oh,
Henderson turns up, no problem.
no
No
problem.
problem. Let them come. Like they should.
Genie, Henderson,
All
Milner.
of, oh my god, all of them. All of them.
All of
Lallana,
them.
bro. All of them.
Lallana.
Everybody should
No,
turn up.
Lallana wasn't there. Was Lallana there?
Yeah,
920?
yeah. Ox,
Ox,
Fabinho. Everybody should come, man.
Fabinho.
Everybody should be there. It is that massive. It should be just
What a
that
get
massive.
together. Gags, I don't know if anyone else has come out with this idea. So if someone else has, and if Gags has stolen the idea from you, then sorry. But I'm crediting
I
Gags.
said it I said it a month ago, bro.
That
I got
is a
shot on by the same.
fantastic idea.
I got shot on by
How
the same.
do we
chat.
get this to the media team, to the people that are in charge? We need to send emails and say to the Liverpool Football Club, do what you can, please, because this will make the fan base so happy and united, and the players and the coaches and everyone involved. Make it a 3-bus parade. Who cares?
We should have fucking
There's no
5
laws.
Have 5
There's-
buses.
Who cares?
Get every single person who works at LFC on a bus. Everyone who's on the staff, get them all on the buses.
I think this will go down as the parade of parades, man.
Look at this. This is a real one.
Parade
The
them all.
1920 boys hand out the title medals. Oh my god. Mwah. Mwah, real talk. That's real talk for you.
How would they feel about that, do you think?
It'd be an honor. Surely it'd be an honor for them. Surely it'd be an honor.
The like for likes, imagine.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, actually, some won't be like for likes. But
no, because Mo and Verge can't hand themselves one.
yeah.
And Robbo and Ali and this is squad is still mixed with the 1920. There's loads. How happy would this current squad, the players that have played with the previous players, how happy would they be to see them to celebrate both? Like you'd see the joy. You'd see imagine seeing Mo, Firmino, and Mane together again.
Oh, Gags, you've got me thinking.
Mo and with Firmino and Firmino and Mane wearing the old kit and Mo in this year's kit. It'd be beautiful, man. Come on, you know it.
And
Gerrard has nothing to do with this, Ali. Let's go. It's going too far. Gerrard should not be there.
Yeah. Ali, be quiet. I told you Ali goes too far. Ali Baska, just calm down. They're anticipating over 1 million people, yeah. I mean, I think
this is right. Kenny was there to hand over the medals in the first one. So it's true. Klopp could hand the medals this time. That would be nice.
Liverpool Football Club, I implore with you. Is that the right terminology?
Yeah.
Is that the right phrase?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the phrase, whatever the language, whatever the tone, Liverpool Football Club, please, for the betterment of this club and fan base, try to arrange what Gags, and I'm going to take some credit, on Chatg&g have suggested that get the squad back together for one last hurrah and one last party. The 1920 league title winning squad, please try to give them an open invite to be part of the parade and the celebrations. It would be the most amazing, I think, and memorable thing I think that's ever been done in a parade. Maybe other clubs have done it. We don't know. Maybe Bayern have done it. Real Madrid have done it. Get sort of former teammates to hand out. But if Liverpool Football Club can do it, because it's not that far, it's recent. And you have to remember, it was just law. It was government laws and rules that stopped us from mingling and having this moment of happiness together. We are now in a position to recreate it. Please, Liverpool Football Club, I beg you, make this happen. Make this happen.
Ibrahim, let us dream, bro. It might not happen, and it probably won't happen, but let us dream, man. You know.
I don't know about this out of the respect thing, man. Like, it wouldn't be the main event. Like, this team will get its flowers. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But there has to be a little sideshow of the old lot. Just a sideshow. Oh.
Yeah, Ali's going for it for you, look here, Grizz.
Oh yeah, ignore him. Don't worry, Ali. Ali, most of your bloody comments are cringe.
News is the mechanic is busy with the bus.
News is the mechanic is busy with the bus. Yeah, but look, in order for us to do that, we need to win 2 more games.
Yeah, we will. We will. I mean, that's 100%. We're going to win 2 more.
Leicester
games.
City on the weekend. Good memories of Leicester City Stadium. Mixed memories, but obviously good memories as well. Are you expecting us this week to do it? Do you think Arsenal will lose?
No. I think it's going to be next week. And to be honest, I don't mind if it is this week. But like I said earlier, I'd rather it be at Anfield, so we get 2 amazing moments: the moment where we won it at Anfield, and then amazing the moment on the 25th when we lift it on the last day of the season. It's a shame we're not wearing Adidas kits, but apparently, like normally, we wear a new kit on the last day of the season. But Nike's deal goes to August, so we're wearing the Nike kit all the way into preseason, and then August is where we start wearing the new Adidas kit. So I'm excited to see the new Adidas merch. Be nice.
That is a bit of a the new kit would have shown. It would have looked amazing.
Yeah, but you can't blame Nike, man. If we're gonna win the title, they probably paid a bit extra to say, "Yo, you're about to win it. We need to be we need to show Nike when you lift in that trophy."
Selection says, "Bring back the bang together type vibes." I'm good, to be honest. Let's live in the now. That's your opinion, and that you're entitled to your opinion, bro. But if you ask the majority of the fan base, majority will disagree with your opinion. So you have to hold that. I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean, look, you can live in the moment, and we are going to be living in the moment. But the beauty of it is, this club is based on unity and not forgetting the heroes and the legends of years gone by. This is what makes our club different from other clubs. It's not cringe. It's the reason why we're an institution and a worldwide institution. This is why we're just not based on just locality and just a few thousand fans across the world. This is why we have millions and millions of fans from around the world, because we do not forget our heroes and our legends who weren't allowed to celebrate and be part of the celebration of bringing that title, the first title in 30 years, to Anfield. So respectfully, I totally disagree with your sentiments, but you're allowed to have your opinion. But yeah, man, it's going to be fun. I think Leicester City, I think there's going to be weight lifted off Liverpool, of course, and we don't have to play with any tension or whatsoever. I think we've been playing a bit with tension in recent games. Don't know what you think. There's been a bit of tension, a bit of not like big tension, like, oh my God, we're going to bottle it. But just, you got to remember, quite a few of the players haven't won much or won the league. There's only a handful of players in there that have actually won at the highest level. So getting over the line is always massive, right? Doesn't matter.
I think even tomorrow's game might be tough for us because,
No, tough, but not tension though.
No, I hope not. I hope they can relax a little bit and play some good football and not make these silly mistakes like they've been making, Control the first half of the game again, really play their football. Playing away from home, I think it's good. We've got a good record. Only Fulham's been a bit tough for us. But again, we were stupid in that game. We absolutely just gave 3 goals away. We do not need to do that. We need to be solid at the back. Need to play better. Need to be focused. And that's the only part where I think mentally we've been a bit messing about. But the news of Mo, the news of VVD, I'm hoping everyone just relaxes a bit more. Like you said, tensions are relieved. And let's see what happens with Arsenal tomorrow. If they draw again or something, then there'll be zero tension. Like I expected, to be honest, last week against Fulham, I expected the team to turn up like they did against City away when they went, because Arsenal just dropped points the day before. You could see how relieved the team was, lacking on. No, Arsenal play tomorrow, innit? Arsenal play tomorrow, dude. Ali. Yeah, Arsenal play tomorrow. Sunday is Liverpool. I'm talking about Arsenal tomorrow. You need to listen proper. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So if Arsenal draw tomorrow, then we'll, on Sunday we'll have a game to hopefully just relaxed. Oh, do Arsenal play Sunday as well? Fair enough, Ali. My bad. There you go.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Gags
tomorrow.
needs to listen.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Gags
Um,
needs to concentrate.
I always thought they played before us. Oh, they're playing 2 p.m. on Sunday then. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. So we won't know much, to be honest, then before the game. It's literally the City game was different because it was a day before. So we were able to just relax. But this one, yeah, I think they should just go for it. I think they know they've won the league now. I would rather they just really go for it. And if you ask me what I want, Grizz, I want like a 4-0 or something. I would like them to really do the last 2 games in style. I don't know if they've got the legs to do that though. That's my only problem.
No, I think
just
we're
don't
fine.
know.
I think legs. It's all about tension. I think tired limbs or mental tiredness. I think it's all tension related and sort of pressure related. Even though we went under huge pressure, but as I said, getting over that line sometimes can be difficult because I said not many of these have got over the line. Of course, we know the usual suspects that have got us over the line. The remaining members from the 1920 squad, and majority of them haven't. So it's still getting over that line, which is sometimes can be a bit of an obstacle.
Bradley playing will help. Starting again will help. It's when he
Well,
goes.
let's quickly think about the lineup before we end the show because I think it's straightforward. I
It
don't
is.
think there's going to be much changes. I think it's going to be the usual questions, which is I think the back four picks itself, the goalkeeper
Do you
picks
think
itself.
what's his name starts?
I think Curtis Jones.
Robbo?
Okay,
Was Robbo start?
oh yeah,
Robbo
yeah,
start?
Robertson starts. Absolutely starts.
Okay.
Curtis Jones has been impressive. So Bosley was dropped. What did you do in midfield?
Because he's had a rest. Maybe we rest Maka this time. I don't know, but he'll play. He'll play Maka, so he could play anything. I mean, Curtis has been playing well, and actually, Curtis has got more legs because he hasn't played as much. He's been out a few times in the season, and I think, um, Dom is probably spent. He's probably spent. So I don't
Gonna
know.
go Curtis
I don't know.
again.
Let's go
Let's go
Curtis.
Curtis again. Let's
Let's
go
go
Curtis
same
again.
team as that started last game because they started well last game.
Yeah.
I thought. Did
Well, there
Robbo
you have
start
it.
though? No, Simica started, didn't he?
Yeah, Robertson's going to come back in.
You think so?
100%. 100%.
But as
100%.
soon as he came on last week, he was bad
I
again.
want
Man.
to see game time for Chiesa though, man, and
It's not
Elliot.
happening, bro. Not until we've won it. It's not happening. He's not going to trust him.
Does
And
he? How
Elliot,
many appearances does he need for a league win, a league medal?
nothing anymore. Everybody gets a belt. Everybody gets a medal.
Oh, is that the new
Changed.
rule or?
Yep. Everybody gets a medal now.
Thank God for that. But it would
MK
be like
thinks,
Go
MK
on.
thinks Zbozo scores screamers, so he should come back. And then also he says Simica starts in his.
No, I bet you anything that
Robbo's back.
Robbo's going to start. Yeah, but guys, wow, over an hour has flown by.
Again.
Ibrahim says, big up Gags and Grizz, keeping the good feelings going. It's nearly here, number 20. I hope we have got the good feelings again. There's been ups and downs in recent weeks, tensions, stresses, all kinds of chat. Mr. Barte Red says, you think Trent starts if he's fit? No, because Slot alluded to the fact that he's not ready to start, but he's probably ready to be on the bench. And then we're going to have a debate by the next game. We'll have a discussion next week. Ask the same question, guys, and we'll give you our opinion on whether Trent should start any more games if he's not going to be here next season. But until then,
Imran thinks he should start. But anyway, yes.
we'll discuss that next week. As I said, this week we know he's not ready to start, so we can avoid the question. We can chicken out the question. But next week we'll have no hiding place because he will be, and we will give our honest opinions on where we stand, what we think.
Absolutely.
But thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. You've been amazing as usual. You've been annoying as usual in Ali's case. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Please.
We always appreciate your support and love. Is there anything else, Gags, to plug and talk about?
No, I think everybody just have a great bank holiday weekend. enjoy time with your family, and hopefully, maybe we might just win it this weekend. Hopefully, it's next weekend with Anfield, but who knows? Who knows? Have a great one.
Football's mad. Football is mad.
Football
You
is
never
mad.
know. The tractor boys might decide to run over Arsenal.
And if it happens, Grizz, we might have to do Chatg&g on Monday instead. If it happens.
We will be there.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll have a chat. We might go on bank
we
holiday.
will
Bank
be
holiday
there.
Friday and Monday, Chatg&g.
We will be there. Absolutely. It will be an epic occasion whenever we do it. But we will be there.
Great. Okay. Thank you, everybody, and catch you very, very soon. Up the Reds.